everybody, this is the tutorial for the 4-point, 3-point, and 2-point turn dance step for Messianic dance. Now more often than not, the 4-point turn is the most common type that is used, since most worship songs have a 4-count time signature. So this is what a 4-point turn looks like. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now it may look simple, but a lot of people get tripped up by it, so I'm going to show you how to do it. So when you find yourself in the middle of a turn, don't get nervous, but when you see the dance leader start to turn, make note of which shoulder she's turning over. Now when I say a right turn, that means I am turning over my right shoulder, and if I'm making a left turn, then I'm turning over my left shoulder, like that. So when a dance leader, they're in the middle of the dance and they're going along, and then they make a turn signal, which hopefully will look like this. You just follow the side that they turn, and then usually it's a turn back, depending on the choreography. But I'm going to turn around so you can do it with me. So we're going to do a 4-point right turn. So remember, if you're turning right, you're going to keep your right arm in, keep your right shoulder in place, and you're going to kind of pivot over that shoulder like that. And if you're doing a left one, you're going to keep this one in place and go in front of it and go around it like that. Now some people will get confused, and if they see it turn, like if I'm going to do a right turn, it's a dance leader, of course it will look like this. Some people will get confused and do this, and that doesn't quite work. I mean, hopefully you saw it there, but if you do a right turn, usually, it will very gracefully go into the next move. So, and likewise with a left turn, and that's why it's, put there in that particular order. So, again, for a right turn, 1, 2, 3, 4, if you're doing a right turn, you're going to walk in front of your right shoulder, just like that. Same with left turn. So you just walk in front, 2, 3, 4. So if you get confused, just remember, if it's a right turn, you turn to the right shoulder. And if it's a left turn, you turn to the left shoulder. It's really simple once you get it down. It's really quite easy. So let's do it together. So we're going to do a right turn. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn in front of the right shoulder and then back to the left. So then walk in front of the left shoulder, just like that. So right, 3, 4. Do a left, left, right, left, right. Again, with turns, it will start with the foot that the direction it's going. So if it's a right turn, you're going to start with the right foot. So right, left, and then same with left turn. Start with the left, right, just like that. So we're going to do 2 right turns, or we're going to do a sequence here. We're going to do a right and left turn. We're going to do that twice. So we're going to start with the right. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Walk in front of the right shoulder. Then turn back to the left, right, left. Then right, left, right. Okay. So now for the 3-count turn. Alright, so now this is the tutorial for the 3-count turn. Now the 3-count turn is of course used for songs that have a 3, 4, or a 6, 8 time signature. So it's for the bum, 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 this kind. So for the 4-count turn, that doesn't quite work for this kind of song. So usually when the 3-count song comes up, which isn't very often, the turn will look a lot like this, where it would be bum, 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 very graceful, and then back. Now I'm not saying you're going to see 2 twirls right after the other, but it could come to that. I'll teach you how to do it now. So usually in and around a 3-count turn in a 3-count song, usually there's sways involved, so very waltz-like, bum, 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 bum. So if you just kind of translate that to the spin, bum, bum, bum. So usually for a 3-count turn, it's quite slow and simple, that kind of thing. And usually it ends up being like a 6-count move, because it's very slow. So for, and it's usually more of a dramatic spin, Because usually for the, this is usually what it looks like. So it's just bum, 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 bum. So if you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's usually how it turns out. So usually right after a 3 count turn, there's a bit of a pause, because you've got that kind of extra couple of beats to play with, since it kind of translates into a 6/8. Because if you were to do like a 3 count turn, I'm not saying this is always the case, but you know, since it's a slower song, you're gonna have just a little bit more time in between moves. Because if you do a turn 3, you know, unless, because if it's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, you know, you would have no time to get to the next move if it was just 1, 2, 3, and that's all you had for the turn. Then people would be tripping over each other, and you know, it wouldn't be good. So for a turn, for a 3-point turn, it looks like this. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then yeah, that's it. So when, let me think. Yeah, so it's basically the same kind of spin as the 4 count spin. It's just a little more graceful, a little more smooth, a little more waltzy. So can you just kind of, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there's just, it just takes some getting practice. Once you let the music kind of take over your body and just let it kind of let the music kind of let you flow, that's when it clicks. So it's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Very simple. Same with the left. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just like that. So if you work on just spinning enough, I'm getting a little dizzy, otherwise I would do it with you. Just wind the video back, and just glide right. You know, spin. You know, just pretend you're doing a waltz, but to worship music, basically. That's basically all it is. Okay, so this is the tutorial for the 2-point turn. Now, when I first saw this, I freaked, because I'm like, that looks very intimidating. Can I do it? I mean, I knew I could do it, but it was just like, ooh, that'll take some getting used to. So a 2-point turn looks like this. I'm going to do it facing you so you know, so you can see what it looks like. So, bum, bum, bum. So, as you can see, it's used in fast dances. It's not used very often, but if you have a song that, you know, is very, you know, like shouts of joy, that kind of thing, adrenaline rushing songs, you're gonna find it there. So a 2-point turn, it's basically 2 points. So I'm gonna face away from you so you can do it with me. So it's basically, your body is like a card, and you're being flipped just like that. You know, just on the axis. You know, you see, you know, the Ace of Hearts, and then you see the back side of the card, just like that. So that's basically what it looks like. My back is the back of the card. You know, you step out and then point, just like that. You flip that card basically as fast as you can, and then you flip back out. That's basically all a 2-point turn is, except instead of it being, you know, your feet are glued to the ground, you are just flipping, just like that. So, and it's very quick, it's very fun, and it takes some practice, and you don't see it that often, but again, this is a tutorial, so you just know, you know what it is when it comes up. So that is the tutorial for the 2-point dance move. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to put them in the comments section below. But until next time, go forth and dance.